What's up everyone? So in the last video what we have done is like moving the character on the platform and putting some jumping mechanism for the player. So the next step what we are going to do is like we are going to animate our character, because right now it looks really silly. That box is look really bad, I think. So just make it fun and make some animations there. Let's get back into it. Okay guys, so for animating our character we need to go to this website. I'm going to put the link of this website in the description page. So just go there and download the content from here, and don't forget to give the credit to this guy, author RVROS, because he made this beautiful art, and we need to give him credit, right? Because we are going to use it for free. Okay, then just download it from here. Go to the first one, adventure zip. I think this will be enough for our project, and I already extracted it, so you just extract this folder. And after that what you do is like just open our old project where we have just added this movement. What actually was there, I'll show you. So in the last tutorial we have done this, like moving the character and jumping the character. Okay, so just paste the files here. Copy all these files, select all this file and go to sprites, create new folder here named as player. Go inside the player and paste all these sprites. It will take some time, so just chill. Okay, so here we are looking for is ideal one. So just look adventure heart, adventure ideal. Okay, so from here to here you will find ideal, and you can see a preview in the right corner here. So if I move this like from the arrow button, you can see the sprite changes. So this one is with the sword, this one is without the sword. There are only two animations, and here is also two animations. Okay, so what you have to do is just go to the window. If you don't find animator or animations for a window here, just go to the window, go to the animation, and then select animation. I already have, so I don't have to press this button. And animator also, just bring these two windows here. Okay, so after doing that, select your player. After selecting your player, come to animation window, and here you will find a create button. To begin animating player, create an animator and animation clips. So it will automatically do that for you. You just have to press create button, and after that it will ask you where you need to store, or where you want to store. So just go to assets, create new folder here named as animations. Okay, so just go inside the animation and name this one as ideal, because this will be our ideal animation. After you save it, you will find here like idle. So this will be our ideal animation. So what you have to do is here is like select this adventure idle 00, 01 and 02 and 03, and just drag it here. No need to do so much of thing for this animation. Okay, if you will drop it here, now you will see animations, but you will see sprite also, like our player sprite. You just need to change this player sprite with the ideal one. So just select ideal and drag and drop to this place. After doing that, right now our player looks really small. Go to scene window. Okay, here we are finding one problem, that our collider is from the last box and our player sprite is really small. So what actually you can do is just remove this box collider and again put a box collider here. So it will automatically adjust the boundaries for our player. Now you need to scale it so that we can see it, right? After scaling, you can see it is like really blurry image, but you can see the animations here. So just make it a little small so that it won't blur it out. Yeah, I think now it's okay. So as you can see, our player is now animated and it's doing some idle animations. Isn't it cool, guys? Okay, so let's move forward. Now what we need to do is, we have done the idle animation, now we need a walk animation. When the player will move left to right, we need to show some idle animation. So to do that, just go here and create a new clip, name it as run or walk. Walk will be, I think, pretty good here. So just put walk here, save it here. What the fuck is that? Okay, no need to worry. Just do one thing, just go here, select this run sprites and drag it here. Okay, so it will automatically go away, you don't need to worry. So now you can see our player is moving like too much fast, like supersonic speed, I think. So just increase the duration to 1 second, so it will look much better. But I think we are finding some choppiness here, so just reduce it a bit. You can make as comfortable as you want. Now it's pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's good now. So now we have walk animation, idle animation and walk animations. Okay, so if you go to the player, you will find in the animator window, if you go to any animator window, you will find two options. Like ideal one is by default, like when the game will start, it will go from entry to ideal one. But now we want it to be change the animation from idle to walk. So what you have to do is just right click here and make a transition to the walk, and then again do the same thing, because when the player go from idle to walk, it needs to go back from walk to idle also when we leave the buttons. So just make a transition again back to idle. Now the thing is, how the system is going to know that we need to change the animation, like what time we have pressed the button, so that our player will change the animation state. To tell the system that how to change the animation state, what we need to do is go in the animator section, go to this plus sign. Sorry, actually I forgot it. Go to in the parameter section in animator, and here go press the plus button. Here you will find 4 options like float, integer, boolean and trigger. So these are the 4 options. By using these options, you can change the animation state. So I'm going to use it a bool. So just take a bool and name it as a run. Okay, so now select the arrow from idle to walk, and in the inspector window you will find conditions. So what condition will make this transition? So add here. Now it will automatically take your run parameter here. Now what you want is, when the run is true, you need to go from idle to walk. So it's automatically here. And don't forget to uncheck this has exit time, because has exit time, what it actually do is it waits until the idle animation is completed. But as soon as the player will push the button A and D, like on horizontal axis, we immediately want to we changed it to walk. So that's why we are like unchecking this box. If you don't do, as the player will press the button, the animation will get stuck at idle until it won't complete. Then after that it will come to the walk. But we want the immediate transition, so just uncheck this box. Don't forget to uncheck this box, because sometimes you won't going to see the change in animation states. Now when you need to go back to idle stage, so from walk to idle, just select again, add in the conditions run. So when the run is false, you need to go back to idle to walk to idle animation state. Okay, so again don't forget to like uncheck this box. So like our animation thing is done, now the coding part is left. So let's go to the player, go to the player controller script. Let's open this player controller script. Okay, so here is our script. So first thing which we need is tell the code that we need to access the animator. So how to access the animator? You just need to write private animator. You will find it somewhere in the below. Okay, and write it as anim or whatever name you want. After that, you need to initialize it. I mean, what this animator variable contains. So for what it contains is, like, you need to find animator component in that inspector. So just name it as animator, it will automatically come animator. So you have saved this animator into the anim variable, and how this thing is getting access I have told you in the last video. So I'll tell you again, this is the animator and this is the script. So this script is accessing this component via that anim variable. So okay, so after this accessing this animator, what we need to do is we need to change the states. So how we are going to change the states here? So if you look here is like when our player is moving, float direction get input.axis. This is the float variable. So whenever this float variable is getting increased or decreased, as I have told you that this direction values get varying between -1 to 1. So we can put a boolean here which will track our animation. So when the value is direction value is increasing or decreasing, it will change the state. Okay, so how we are going to do that? So that is the point here. Okay, so how to tell the computer that our player is moving or player is idle? So to do that, what we are going to do is we are going to put a if loop here. And as we know that this direction variable, float variable is varying between -1 to 1. So what actually I do is direction variable, if it is not equals to 0. What does that mean is, if it is not equal to 0 means that player is currently moving. That means the value of direction is varying between -1 to 1. So which actually correspond to player is moving. So what actually we have to do is here is we want to tell the system that just go to walk animation from idle animation. So to do that, what we will do is we will give the reference of anim, which is our animator, then set bool, which is the bool which we have already defined here, this one. This is the boolean variable run, set bool, and give the parameter here and write run and make it true. Okay, so what this function will do is when the player is moving, it will set the run as true. Okay, so but what we want is, okay, we will going to notice it when we will play the game. Just save it here, go back to Unity, let's see what is going to happen after I'll press the play button. See, now our animations are perfectly working. It's changing the states from idle to walk, but it is not coming back to idle because we have not coded it in our code. So let's go back, let's hit back our code. Now put it here one more loop, else if direction is equals to 0 when the player is still idle, then at that time the float variable value will be 0. So at that time what we want is take the same variable anim, which is the animator component, and access the boolean variable in that animator component, and after accessing it, tell it what the boolean variable we want to access. So in double inverted commas, again press the run, and what we want to do with this variable, so we want it to make it false. That means we want to make it stop. So let's go back to, okay, we have some error. So So we need to compare it, so put double equals sign. Let's go back. No error now. Let's see. So when I press the A and D button, this checkbox should appear, and when I release this button, this checkbox should go away. Yippee! Now our animations are working perfectly. And how much beautiful this game looks like after that boxy design, right? So in the next video, what actually we are going to do is we are going to put some jump animations also, because currently you see it's just jumping in the idle state. And don't forget to like my video and subscribe my channel so that we can complete this series and you can make some awesome games so that you can put it on the Play Store. Okay guys, until then, peace.